Welcome to Jonestead, stranger. An underground town, safe and far away from the troubles on the outside. I'm not surprised you haven't heard about us. It's not the most interesting place in Skyrim for adventurers. Not really. Normally, I'd ask a newcomer if they're interested in building a home down here. But since that would mean relinquishing all of your weapons, I get the feeling that wouldn't work for you. I suppose if you're desperate for work, you can see if our town's founder, Marcus Pinder, has any errands for you to run. Take care of yourself out there.
What? Who are you? Oh, good. It's been a while since we received a visitor that was interested in some work. Sorry about the rude introduction. Now, let's just start over. I'm Marcus Pinder, founder of this town. If you're looking for work, then I have the perfect task for you. I sent my daughter Kasia out over an hour ago to fetch some fresh goods from Maids, and she hasn't returned. If you wouldn't mind, can you go look for her and bring her back immediately? I have some spare coins lying around to pay you for your trouble. It is. Consider it a test to see if you're reliable for jobs that require a little more legwork and pay a lot more gold. Okay. Just come back with her soon, understand? I need to get back to planning.
This is unacceptable. What gives Walsh the right to open private shipments addressed to my name?
You have to understand that it's only a precaution, Kasia. Ever since you moved here, you've been petitioning non-stop to allow the sale of weapons. My father...
Yes. Your father. I've asked countless times to speak with him privately about his idiotic policy, and still he refuses me. This town's love for pacifism has gone too far. Nobody here wants to admit it, but Skyrim is under attack. Noble warriors on the outside are in desperate need of weapons wherever they go. Let me provide them with the swords that they need, while at the same time helping your father forget the pit he's dug himself into.
Don't pretend to care about my father. If you truly wish to help them, you can start by not breaking the rules. Aid the people of Skyrim by going to where they need it most. Do not wait for that opportunity to stumble into town.
You've made your point. So be it. But my chance at saving a little piece of Skyrim is right here in Jonestead. Tell your father that I will no longer be pestering him over this matter. Now take your goods and leave. I have a much more appreciative guest waiting to be served.
Oh, hello. I did not realize you were waiting. You're new to Jonestead, aren't you? It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Kasia. I apologize for giving you a poor first impression of our town. Bosco over there isn't on the best of terms with my father, and I foolishly thought it was a good idea to confront him. But enough of that. It's not every day that a stranger comes to our town. What brings you to Jonestead? In that case, maybe you should talk to my father. He may have something for you. This again? Can't you just let me have some time to myself without worrying? Ugh, this is so embarrassing. He won't say it, so I will. Sorry for wasting your time. Let's hurry and get back home. I sure hope he pays you well.
Kasia, where have you been?
I went to get the food from Madonna like you asked.
Which took you hours? Listen, Kasia, you can't keep doing this. Now more than ever, I need to know you're safe. The Civil War and the Return of the Dragon is the perfect chance for them to strike.
Nothing is going to happen, Dad. Almost 20 years of us running away from whatever it is you fear, even longer for you alone. Not once have we been in danger.
Soon you'll understand. I'm so close to finishing this battle. When it's finally over, I'll tell you everything. Trust me.
Trust? How can you say that? You trusted a stranger to bring me back here. And you couldn't trust me to do something so mundane as to bring you food? You haven't left this house since we got news of the attack on Helgen. Keep hiding all you want, but I'm visiting Riften tomorrow. With or without your permission.
Walsh has already been informed to keep an eye on who comes and leaves Jonestead. I made sure to let him know you are not allowed to leave unless I say so. Altog and Bogdol will be outside the gate if you manage to slip out.
Are you insane? Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'll find some other way out of here.
That went better than I expected. Not good, but not as bad as how she reacted when we moved out of Solitude when she was a kid. I hope it wasn't a hassle tracking her down. As promised, here's 200 gold. It's not much, but I have some more to spare if you're willing to run one more errand for me. Indeed she did. To her, I'm just an overprotective father. But in reality, I held a truth that would... Look around you, friend. There is turmoil wherever you go. Not just Skyrim, but all of Tamriel. War, dragons. But none of that is what worries me. There exists an enemy that has plagued my family for generations. Pinder family has known nothing but their torment ever since the end of the Third Era. I cannot discuss it with anybody except my closest confidants. Not even Walsh knows the real reason why I'm so afraid. The fact that I am even talking to you about this is because I trust you not to say a word to my daughter. Maybe when it is all over, you'll learn about what I was fighting by reading the history book. Or you'll quietly go on with your life as my bloodline comes to a tragic end. Yes, originally I had planned to have you deliver this letter by yourself, but as you saw, Kasia is furious. It would be a load off my back if you can take her with you. May she consider it my unspoken apology for embarrassing her. Usually, she would have to wear a mask whenever she travels with me outside of Jonestead. But I figured since your path is through the wilderness, it wouldn't hurt not to wear it this one time. Exactly what I wanted to hear. Now to tell you where you're going. Do you know of Euphoria Palace? No problem. I'll mark it on your map. Here's a letter. Don't bother trying to read it. It's highly encrypted. Deliver it to one of the guards at the front entrance. They'll know who it's for. It's a brothel. Now before you judge, I have business with the owners, not the courtesans. We go way back. Our friendship during these trying times will be beneficial for us all. This letter is requesting their assistance. That's all there is to it.
Oh, hello again. Are you planning on staying a while longer? It'd be nice to have some company for once. Really? Wow! What did you say to my father? I don't know what to say! Ever since I was a child, we would always have to cover our faces everywhere we went. Again, thank you. If only you knew how long I've waited for this opportunity. Where are we going? Ugh. I knew this was too good to be true. Father's obsessed with that disgusting place. He always has an excuse. Delivering a letter, checking up on an old friend. He can't admit that he's going there for, you know. Does he have no shame? Bet that letter is only to schedule another appointment. Yes, it's a chance to finally get out of Jonestead and see the world in a completely new way. I'm not thrilled about the destination, but it should be fun nonetheless. Maybe my father is turning over a new leaf. This could be his way of preparing me to leave the nest. My 20th birthday is coming up. Right behind you. It would be best not to upset my father by taking me anywhere else other than the palace. Not that I would mind, but I'd hate for you to get in trouble. If you have an emergency on the way there, you can send me back to Jonestead. I'll wait inside by the entrance. These trips to the surface are always special. I forget Skyrim's beauty after spending months stuck in Jonestead. If I did, I wouldn't have had that outburst when you brought me home. I would be more understanding of everything he's put me through since I was born. It has not been easy living and knowing that the only reason I'm not free is because of my father. He loves me, but he can't trust me. How can you say that? He knows that keeping me in the dark is pure torture. Talk to the citizens, walk around town, play with John, read. I also visit some of the neighbors' houses to provide cleaning services as a maid. I love it even though it gets really repetitive cleaning the same house almost every day. No. My dad and I used to play stick battles when I was a kid. That's the closest thing to training I have when it comes to carrying a sword. I wish I could help you if we wanted any trouble, but I'd just get in the way.